and all this stuff is just all like it's a gift from God where I know how to do things with my hands, and then pause, man, come on, man. I was going so.
Come on, Kevin. I know you saw that. That was crazy. I know you saw that. That was crazy. That was oh. Hey guys, and welcome to the Industry Podcast. I'm your host Marshall, the guy who does the most. Welcome to the podcast. We're gonna be introducing our guest now.
My name's Kevin.
I'm Benice.
I'm Mark Mo.
From that, let's get to it. When this podcast is centralized around the idea of teaching the youth, helping people who are trying to achieve their goals and go for something bigger in life, help those who are trying to do something different. I'm a firm believer in you have to chase your goals and your dreams, and I want this podcast to be something that helps anyone. Doesn't matter how old. Can be 10, 20, 3 for all I care, that you can do it, that you can go and chase your dreams. But I don't have to talk. I have such great guests today who are going to help get that point across. But we'll make sure that at the end of that podcast, that if you want to get into the creative scene, that from their stories, from their paths, you can do it as well.
Anything's possible, guys.
Literally.
Let's get to it. All right, now that the introductions are done, it's time for my guests to really introduce themselves. So let's go.
Ooh.
Opening up to the panel now. Let's talk to
Mark Mo. I am Mark Mo. I am a self-employed landscaper, and I do a bit of acting, stand-up comedy. Not a bit. I actually do all of this stuff. I'm 25. I think I'm cool. And I don't know, man. This is my first time really doing a podcast, so it's very hard to introduce myself. It happens like that, but. I'm from Melbourne, originally from Sydney here. Marshall is my little nephew, actually.
Wow.
I grew up with this kid, and crazy seeing him become a man now. And introduce yourself, Benice.
Hi, I'm Benice. I am a model influencer from Sydney. I didn't really plan to get into the creative thing. It sort of just happened. I started my first actual entrance into that. I got contacted by a photographer on Instagram, and they're like, "Hey, do you want to do a shoot?" And then from then on, because she had a lot of followers as well, so other photographers from her page kind of saw me, and they were like, "Oh, we'll do a shoot," and all of just a domino effect. So, but I like it now, so yeah,
Love it.
It's cool.
The man himself, Kev.
Yeah.
Kev Pomp.
What's going on? My name's Kevin.
I know. my name's Kevin.
Oh man.
My name is Kevin.
Deep voice, nah, chill. But no, obviously I've been playing basketball outside of what I do, which is content creation. I've been playing basketball with Marshall for God knows how long now, years on end. And how I got into this creative scene, like Benice, I haven't, definitely wasn't something planned at all. I think it was just something I took as a hobby in lockdown, that 2021 lockdown. And it just sort of turned into something that I couldn't really gauge with at first. I was like, oh, damn, this is a whole thing now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I've been learning on the go. I've been enjoying it at the same time. And I've met a lot of good people along the way with that. And 24 from Sydney. Currently at uni as well, trying to finish that degree off and
Get that degree, man.
Yeah, of course.
Make your family proud.
But yeah, no, that's just pretty much about me. So yeah.
And one thing here that's very. Oh, hold up. Let me introduce myself too. I completely forgot about that. Marshall, 23. I've been playing basketball now for I'd say around 7 to 8 years now. I'm still working towards that ultimate goal of playing pro. Still going for that dream. Never gonna stop. But on the side, I went back to do modeling. I used to do modeling back in 2018. But at that time, I was so focused on basketball that I had to choose. I wanted to fully send basketball. But now that I'm at that point now where, I'm getting older, I know that basketball's going to happen by itself. Now if I put in the work day by day, now I can start enjoying life a bit more now. Now I can start doing what makes me happy, and I really am somebody who believes that I am meant to be in front of a camera. you know, I'm playing with that, but I got into the modeling period around 2018 when I was at ACS. It just at that time, being in the creative arts, that's something that I can tell everybody. It's a full-on commitment. You can't half-ass it. With anything you do in life, you can't half-ass it. You can't go to school and half-ass it. You gotta commit to it. So anyone who's trying to get into this industry, I think everybody here can tell you that if you have to fully send it, or you would never know your true potential. And that's with anything in life, not just modeling, not just creative arts.
Anything, even business, construction, anything, whatever you do, just, you gotta learn how to get out of your comfort zone. Yeah. Sometimes it could be out of something happened and now you did it because of, survival mode, fight or flight, and then it happens. But people out there, you guys gotta learn how to, for real, take advantage of your own life.
I think a lot of people in the creative industry that have realized they want to make things or creative stuff to please other people than themselves. They'll post something that they don't like, that they're not happy with, but it's I think you should do something that you're proud of instead of what you think others would be proud of or what others want to see. I don't know. It's confusing.
Yeah, and I think you guys are all spot on with what you guys are saying with that. And I don't know if you guys have been in the same situation where, I guess in our own culture, us being black and stuff like that, it might have a different. Our parents might not understand what we do, or our family might not understand what we do and why we do what we do. So I just want to say, especially for, of course, anyone that wants to get in the creative industry, but I think I'm speaking to people of color for the most part. Just go for gold and just give it your best and enjoy what you do more than anything. I think that's the most important thing with what we all do, because we all deeply enjoy what we do. So just something to say there,
And I think just adding on to the great point that Kevin made, not just people from our background, but I feel no matter what you go for in life, you have to have like-minded people in your circle. Yeah. It's impossible to be a model or to be in the creative arts, hanging on with people who want to be in the health and fitness industry. You have to be around people who think like you, who are chasing the same goal, who are chasing that same dream. So yes, your parents aren't going to understand it, and that's not a problem. You have to realize that they want the best for your life, and for them, they can't fathom the idea of being in that industry. But you then can't get mad at them. You just have to understand that they don't see the world that you see it, and just go to those people who see the world that you see it. And that's in your control. That's one thing that I always tell people. Don't worry about the things you can't control. Worry more about the things you can control. Why worry what somebody has to say about you who doesn't understand your world when you can go to somebody like the Marks, the Benice, the Kevins, the Marshalls who understand everything that you're going through and can be there and be like, you're doing the right thing. Keep going for it. And that brings us to our next topic. And it's something that I'm still struggling with, As people in the creative industry, how do we stay in that I don't care what people think about me mode? I want to keep doing this because I love doing this. That's a battle that I go through every time I'm about to upload something where I have that thought, what are they going to think? What they're going to think? And I want to ask you guys, as people who've been doing it longer than me, how do you switch that off?
You want to start, Kev? So I've noticed we were going in a rotation. Just jump around. You were waiting for me. I'm like, your turn, bro.
You're right, bro. I was just I don't know who's going next. Nah, it's all good. But I think with what you're saying, man, one of my cousins was talking to me about. He's not a cousin. It's a family friend.
That's how it is. How you turned him into a cousin.
Yeah. So he used to make videos and stuff as well on Instagram and stuff like that. And he said he sort of faced a bit of, I guess, backlash from his family or something like that. So he even asked me how do you keep going with what you do? How do you not care what other people think? And I told him, I was like, look, whether you do good or bad, people are gonna have a view a certain way anyway.
Yeah.
I wish it's something that doesn't happen in life, but that's just how it is.
Mm.
But I always said, like, when I started doing what I was doing, making the videos I did, I was just making it for me and my friends, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It all
And
started off like that.
Yeah, and then I just said, look, like, just try to remember, like, look, you could do great, you can do bad. People are gonna say something anyway,
Yeah.
so you might as well just do what you love doing while maybe having to deal with that at the same time. You know?
Yeah.
And your videos, they hit crazy numbers.
Yeah.
So what's
I've
it like?
seen
Like,
your-
oh,
so
yeah,
many
you know?
times.
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
damn.
So it's like, you hit numbers.
I was doing TikTok with that same cat.
Yeah,
Keep doing that after me, man. I get on there, I'm like,
But
I'm about to see Kevin soon. Oh, there we go.
so whenever you video outside, the people be like,
Yeah, do you get
Walk up
like
to you and be
fans
like,
come up
"Hey."
to you like, can I
Yeah.
get a photo?
you know,
Yeah.
watch it now. The people do that.
No, I've been doing that in public, bro. Like,
People walk up
It's-
to you, watch out.
I'm still not used to it, but yeah, it happens. But I'm like, damn, these people really watching my stuff like that. I don't know,
But how
man.
does that
But
make you feel when people approach you and then you say
Yeah.
that, like, either the good or the bad
Like,
comments?
do you get recognized a lot in public?
I feel like a fair bit. Like, I remember when I first stepped out after
COVID,
lockdown,
yeah.
and I wasn't expecting anything of it. I was like, oh, I'm just some guy talking, shit on TikTok, whatever. And then like these group of guys just started getting their phones out and started yelling at me, and I was a bit like, I don't know what the term was. I don't know if it was anxious or whatever it was, but like I was just out and like just people just screaming at me, like, oh wait, that's that guy, da da da. And everybody in the whole club looking at me. I'm like, damn, it's too late to go home now.
Damn, I'm about to get older.
Can't
Joe.
turn back.
I'm about to get elbow. I'm about to get elbow.
You felt like that low key.
They know I'm famous. Oh man, I'm gonna kill it.
He knows that. He don't.
Nah, man. Nah, it was just
Watch out.
weird. You guys are wild, man. But nah, it's an adjustment to try to get used to,
Yeah, of course.
but nah, it's still cool at the same time, but just still weird a little bit.
Do you feel like when people approach you now, it's kind of hard to have a normal conversation because, like, that's kind of pinned to you in a way?
Yeah.
Yes and no. Like there are times like I just have normal conversations because I'm not the type of guy that really goes around saying, "Oh, I'm this
I'm
person."
good.
Yeah.
Da da da. I'll just have a regular conversation with
True.
whoever, But how about
But you,
how about
Bernice?
you?
What about me? Like the
Continue on.
topic?
Yeah, the topic. Anything.
So yeah, I think like yesterday I was at the Vogue Summit and we had like a lot of people.
Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up.
What the hell?
Like we had a lot of people like from the creative industry
Yeah.
in media and stuff and how they came to where they are. And we had one lady, name was Emma Lewisham. She founded this skincare company. But before that, she had started just like a normal admin job. That was a 8 to 9 to 5 job. And she didn't really, it didn't feel right for her. So she was telling us like when she started researching for this skincare company, all of her coworkers or family like, why are you wasting your time? You're not going to make it. Like you might as well just stick to your 9 to 5. It's more like reliable and all that. But now she didn't listen to them, obviously. But now she has her skincare in Mecca, Sephora, all over the UK. And I was just like, yeah. So like, I think if you really know that, like you're destined for something, like you should just go for it. 'Cause
100%.
like, you never know what the outcome could be. So yeah.
Have you always had a dream of doing modeling?
No.
No. So it just came out.
Before, like throughout my high school, I was like, I'm gonna do business,
Yeah.
business admin. That's what I want to do, or accounting. And then after high school, I did do business, and I was like, oh, this is not for me. I was like, I can't do this 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And then that's when I got contacted by the photographer, and then started doing a lot of photo shoots and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what, I wouldn't mind doing this for like an
it came to
actual
her,
job.
but-
Yeah.
That's
So I was
crazy.
just like, yeah, now I'm just going with the flow.
As cool as okay.
Hey, you ain't saying on my mind.
I'm get out of here. Now I'm playing. I ran camo. Come on.
You can't see me.
No, John Cena. But you, Marshall, you have a big online personality. People
Yeah.
love it. Like, for those who don't know you, man, come on. Tell us, where did Marshall come from?
Man, it's a long journey. It's a lot of identity battles. It's a lot of really figuring out who you are as a person. I've had to face a lot of demons, and I had to really look into my past. Crazy, right? How I said that word demon like that. That shit sounded so dark. We might have to cut. Now I'm playing. We ain't gonna cut that out. But you know, it's the sad truth. But I honestly feel like, you know, you have to be alone sometimes, and you have to embrace the struggle.
Yeah.
You know, and embrace that conflict, that anxiety, that those what if this goes wrong, the you're messing up, you're wasting time in your life. Those thoughts, they always gonna be there. But for me, not running away from that and taking that head on, you know, I went through a really dark spot in my life this year when I was really trying to, and then a lot of people will know that already. Some people won't, and this would be eye-opening to them. You know, it's crazy. You would never think somebody as bubbly as me, somebody as happy as me, somebody who as caring as me can go through something like that. But you do. You go through it, and then during that moment, you don't see the change. You don't see that you're no longer seeing the world like this. You're now seeing the world like this. And it takes people from the outside to tell you you can't talk to people like that. You can't treat people like that. You're changing, for you to start realizing that you're not looking at the world in this perspective, and you gotta take off those blinders. I really urge people to, when they're going through those bad thoughts, when they're going through those negative thoughts, when they don't understand what their purpose is in life, to talk to somebody who they trust. Talk to somebody who's known them for as long as they know. Ask them. Just don't even name it. Don't even say anything. Go to the person you trust the most and just start talking. And then, because you trust them and because you've built that connection, what you're going through is just going to come out. And those people that you trust in your life, and you know, there are so many people, and if I was here to count them out, I'd start tearing up. But that's how I kind of became an online presence.
Yeah.
I had that support network. I had people who believed in me. I had people who saw the positive and the good that I bring into the world. They saw the effect that I had on the youth. They saw the effect that I had on other people chasing the same goals. Hey, if Marshall's doing it, why can't I do it? Hey, if Marshall's putting the work in day in and day out, he's getting beaten, he's getting clowned, but he's there every single day. I can too. And that gives you power so strong. Having that faith and confidence of somebody else, that's what gets me going every day. That's what allows me to post what I post. That's what allows me to be myself. Because I know that the more I do it, the more I show people you can be yourself. You don't have to act differently. You don't have to try to act in a certain manner to fit in. Stop fitting in. The word fit in doesn't exist because it's built around human concepts which don't. You can never please people. People are always going to think a certain way, so you can never fit in.
Nobody's ever satisfied. Bro.
Never. No one's ever satisfied. I could give Kevin $1 million. He'll be like, hey, man, give me at least $1 billion.
Yeah,
I want $1 billion. Yeah. Why would I try to help him? You know what I mean? Like, in this world, all you can do is be happy.
100%.
And that, when I had that flick in my mind, that little switch, I knew that I had to go back to this modeling route. I had to go back to the creative industry. Not because, you know, I'm him, you know, I can talk.
He's him.
I'm him with the, not because I look like Tim O'Matic or I look like Jimmy Butler, but more so because I love who I am. You know what I mean? And I am who I am. And then that's something that I want to keep installing onto the next generation or anyone going through it. You are who you are, and you have to love yourself first. That's what gave me that strength to do what I'm doing. But enough about me. You know, we're going to get to me eventually.
That's beautiful.
Let's go to Mark now. We're still waiting on Mark.
Snap.
Yeah, to him.
I kind of lost track of the question, by the way, guys. So
we got to start writing down these questions too. How do you do what you do?
Like, how do you stay focused in the creative industry? Like,
Oh, man.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Yeah.
That's a great question, actually. Man, there's a lot to it, trying to stay focused, because obviously we all do our own personal lives.
Yeah.
And then obviously we also feel like you might be putting up a front as well.
Yeah.
When you start getting recognized for it, do you feel like for me personally, I feel like I'm putting up a front. I'm like, is this really me? But it's also me, because I got myself there.
It's just humble.
Yeah. But it's also like, damn, bro. But yeah, I'm not the best with answering questions. I'll be real with you guys. Yeah, man.
That's all right.
But what was the question?
I think just like staying around people that have the same interests. You know, like I've realized, like since I'm like into fashion and that's like what I want to do, like fashion design. Every time I go to like fashion week after the show, I'm just like, yeah,
It's a
I'm
different
ready
high.
to take on the world.
It's a
you
different
know,
high, man.
it's just like that. But then, yeah, if you're not around people with the same interest of like, oh, why are you doing that? Like, you know, you're wasting your time and all that, and that brings you down. Like you start second guessing, like maybe I am really. But
No,
then if you're around people that like the same things, it's like no, you're on the right track.
Yeah, that literally happened to me actually earlier this year when I did at the Melbourne Comedy Fest. I was opening up for my cousin. Shout out Akol Jumbo.
He better subscribe though.
He will definitely will, man. This guy has a crazy, incredible story about how he got himself. You know, came from refugee camp, self-funded himself for a world tour for his comedy show. And I've always said I want to do comedy. We always stayed in touch. And then when he came down, he gave me the opportunity to open up for him in the Melbourne Comedy. We sold it out 2 nights out of the 4. It was amazing. And then from that moment, like you said, you know, being around people, that was my moment of like, I'm built for this now. I'm like, I can do this, you know. And then it's crazy. And like you said, you have to always put yourself in that position if you want to keep going further. Always gotta get out of your norm. Gotta meet people. You gotta go out to places that you wouldn't regularly.
Like just networking.
The networking is important, and it's not really what you know; it's who you know, and that's important. And I'm still learning how to put myself out there. For those out there who feel like they can't, they're scared to go out there. You live once, bro, because you only live once. Keep going, keep pushing yourself, and man, bloody nice, innit?
You got something to say? The way you said, yeah. I said, he about to kill it. I said, he about to drop 18 bars real quick.
My name is Kev.
Stories and stuff. I'm just like, okay, like it's nice to hear like different perspectives. That's all.
Yeah, man.
Like, I don't know if they can hear me properly, but
They're looking at
nah,
us.
like, but nah, like I said, just listen to your perspectives and stuff, and I guess like putting yourself in that same environment as people, like you guys. Like, same thing. Like I've had certain friends say, oh, like, you know, maybe like don't do that, stuff like that. Maybe like, you know, worry about uni, worry about this, worry about that. Which I still worry about uni and stuff like that, but I still want to do what I need to do. And then when I went to like this TikTok For You Fest sort of thing, and I'd see people that I would watch, and I'm like,
Wait.
chill.
You gotta try to be humble. What the hell? Both of you guys look at Saints Berg like it's regular. Come on.
I didn't even know about that. I said, what? Look at that.
And then there's us.
Yeah.
No, you still have your own. You did the Melbourne Comedy Fest. You were doing your basketball and.
Nah, man, come on now.
Come on, mate.
But nah, like seeing those, I feel like it maybe motivated me to keep going, because like me seeing these people in the flesh, I was like, oh damn, like I felt out of place for the most part. You know what I mean?
Can you imagine?
But imagine when they see you as well, they also feel like, oh my god, that's Kev.
You're probably like, whoa.
You know?
I was a little out the way. I was like, damn, like these, like I just watched this guy. Should I say something?
How that
Nah, I
happened?
don't
They just
wanna
reached
say
out to you. TikTok just reached out to you and said, yo.
Yeah, they reached out to a bunch of us, and I went with two of my friends. So shout out to Olin Tekers and Onye. So I went out with those. Went out with those 3 initially, and then we met up with other like friends we had as well. But I was kind of starstruck personally. I can't lie.
Yeah.
But
you're cool.
I like hanging around them. Like I'm sure you have like, you know, people in the industry like, you know, that would just being around them motivates you to keep going, right? And
being exposed to it is what like keeps the drive going. Yeah,
man. What about you, man?
You know, before we go anywhere, we're gonna have a word from our sponsors. We gotta pay the bill somehow, so we're gonna take a quick break here. We're gonna go from our sponsors.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This right here, this is not your competition. These are your teammates. You know what your real competition should be? with the ball outside your frame, putting it between your legs, and then catch.
Me, for sure.
Let's go. Ravens on 3. 1, 2, 3. Ravens!
Big shout out to the Sydney Ravens. You know, one of the most family. I don't know what noise Ravens make. One of the most family-orientated basketball clubs out there in Sydney right now. If you're under the age of 18, you want to play basketball for a club, you live anywhere near the Auburn, Lidcombe, Bankstown, that area.
Just the West.
Yeah, just the West in general. Check out the Ravens. Lovely team, lovely family-oriented organization, great coaching, great everything. I love what they stand for. And that brings us to our next topic, family.
La Familia.
La Familia, you know, like, I feel like that's something that gets thrown out a lot these days. But what does family really mean to you?
Start it off. What is family to you?
Yeah.
What is family to me? Family to me.
Tell us what your family dynamic have. Like, start from the beginning. Who's Marshall? Marshall's family.
Who's Marshall's family? Man, Marshall's family is a big,
Hey, man.
you know what I mean? But, you know, of course, I don't think family is just blood. I don't think so. You know, I think you have your initial family, which is blood.
Yeah, the ones you didn't choose.
Yes, parents, cousins, brothers, sisters, you know, people who are always going to be there for you in life, you know. But that's standard. You already have those people because those people came in the world with you. They've seen you grow. I think there's that side of family, and there's the other family, which means just as much the family that you choose, your closest friends, your inner circles. You know, you have those family. You know, the family in your day-to-day life. Say if you work in the construction company, you have your construction family. You know, say if you work in the beauty industry, you have your beauty family. Yeah. You know, I feel like family is more than just one thing. It's people who you love being with, that you feel comfortable with. I feel, for me, the word family means that whenever I'm around you, I'm true to myself. If there's anyone in this world who you can be around, and you can be true to yourself and not hesitate or think twice, that's family. If you feel like you have to second guess yourself, I want to say this, but they may take it the wrong way, that's not family. You know, family, you are yourself 24/7. You're saying whatever, you're doing dumb stuff, you're slipping up. Doesn't matter, because these guys love you for who you are. That's what family is to me. That's why I love the Sydney Ravens, you know, but that's me.
You want to give a shout out to any of your family members?
Man, we're going to be here all day. Man. If I had to shout them out, what? You know, and then I'm going to finish the interview. They're going to be like, hey, man, you didn't give me a shout out. My bad, bro. I only had 2 hours, bro. What you expect from me, man?
Uncle's back home. They're going to blow up your phone.
Like, hey, my son, what is this? What is this? I don't see you for a couple of years. You want to do this to me? I'd be like, Uncle, I'm sorry. I had a 2-hour time limit. You know, but enough about me. You know, let's throw the mic to Benice. What is family to you?
Yeah, like what you said, I feel like I have a very supportive family now. But just like I don't know about you guys, but you know, like how I'll say like Zim parents or ethnic parents when they're like, oh, you have to go to uni, law, doctor, this and that. So at first they weren't really like supportive or didn't understand like why I wanted to be in the creative industry. Yeah. But now that they see my progress and they're like, oh, okay, it's fine. Now they like very supportive, and like with friends as well, like people from my college, we're all like-minded people. We're all interested in the same things. So it's like another motivation as well. So that's family to me.
You gonna give a shout out to family? I'm gonna just keep saying that to everyone.
No, I'm not giving
No shout out.
When our mic gets to Mark, shout out to
everybody.
Bang Bang. Hey, I got a guy who takes care of my shoes. Shout out to him too.
Shout out to my barbers, everyone, bro. Come on, man.
You better shout out the whole Melbourne. We're gonna be here a while.
Yeah, what's family to you?
For me, family is a lot. It means a lot. I'm a family-oriented man. I grew up in a big family. Youngest of 10. I'm an uncle of 26 or 36, one or the other.
Wow.
Yeah, I come from a huge family. So I've always been around a lot of people. And obviously I go to school. I got, direct cousins that just, family's a lot to me.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, you pick the ones outside, the ones you don't choose.
Yeah.
And those people, they mean a lot to me. You know, I love them with all my heart. I do it for them. The people who literally support me on everything, I love them. They're family to me. A lot of the times, I don't even know who they are, but
Yeah.
they're always in my heart. But you know, family for everyone. Yeah, man. Damn, what is family?
No, finish it. You about to say something.
I know. For everyone, it's like you may feel like you don't have family, but you got to start looking around.
Yeah.
Who's really your family? Like you were saying, you know, people that you're comfortable around. You be yourself. Like that's what makes a person family. People that let you spread your wings,
Yeah.
and then they're not gonna.
Like just people that support you. Like sometimes you don't realize like some person is like your biggest supporter just because like you've never spoken to them or they've never spoken to you. But it's like you always have someone that's like supporting you and
100%.
that you can have as family.
I'm blessed to have a supportive system. You know, everybody always having my back. Oh my boys, everybody. I'm not gonna give a shout out.
Y'all know who you
Hey,
are.
shout out everybody. No, those are the people that really like, you know, they see it in me. A lot of times when I was always holding back in everything I do, like, come on, man, you can do it. You have a lot of potential. You know, in this life you live in, everyone has potential. But then, are you gonna take it? Are you gonna push it? You know, that right there, especially the people around you, should be the ones, you know, giving you that push, and also have that confidence in yourself. Especially, you always gotta believe in yourself. But family is family, man.
Yeah.
Love you all, guys. Kev.
But just to reiterate on that, like all the different things you guys said, I think I can all relate to it in the same way. Like, you know, you choose, like, not choose your family, but like the people that you feel the most comfortable around I guess I would imagine my family. And something that you said about the people that watch your stuff as well, I would consider that the same thing. Like, there's some things I've said that's like, all right, online. There's some things that's a bit wild to say online, but and they've supported me throughout all of it, and just, you know,
Man, I've seen some crazy stuff.
yeah.
I ain't gonna say stuff, but the latest one, I said that's funny, but come on, bro.
Hey.
I said, come on.
If you seen it, you seen it.
You know what it is, bro. I said, damn, man. I laughed though. I liked it.
We're making him feel bad. Trust me.
No, because like I know I'll be treading on thin ice when I say some stuff, but
hey, it's how you feel.
But they're still all there.
yeah,
You
no,
know,
just the
supporters.
support,
Yeah.
like just the support from them, and
Maybe even got more supporters.
Yeah.
Some,
maybe a bit of backlash from that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter,
so,
man.
but that's all right, you know what I mean? That's what
People
comes
ride
with
with
it.
you to the end, and that's
Yeah.
the people.
But yeah, but for the most part, like you know, friends and family and stuff like that, people I feel comfortable with, like they'll always be like, you know, family to me, people that
course.
let me spread my wings, like you said. Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think having those kind of people around you might be more important than anything with what you do, even with the creative industry, just life in general.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you can't do it alone for the most part, right? So
100%.
Yeah.
Do you feel like everything you guys are doing right now is for them? Like you really want to do it for them to make them proud,
no,
including
it's for
yourself.
me.
It's for you.
What?
Hey, sometimes there's some certain things you do for family, you know.
No, because like like what I said, like some people don't understand why you want to do that. They're like, why can't you just do something that you can just
Safe zone.
it's just safe.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't want to be safe.
Yeah.
Not like
I get you.
We
You
get
know,
you though.
going back to his
Yeah.
question, for my family, boy, I'm about to be rich for
I
myself.
know, yeah.
I'm about my paper, bro. I'm about my, you know, when I get that first, I'm about my paper, yo. I'm gonna record it too. Put it on Instagram. About my paper, yo. Come on now. This is for the family, Kevin. What? I'm trying to get paid.
I'm sorry, man. I thought we get it.
Nah, but that's jokes. I'm playing.
I love it.
Moving on. Gonna hear a word from our sponsors.
Bro, how many sponsors? That's good.
I gotta
Damn,
pay for this
I know.
shit. All right.
Yo, what is up, guys? It is your boy Isaiah from King 21, and today we're here to talk about my brand and why I believe in it so much and how it can make a positive impact in our community. Let's go. In COVID, everyone was in lockdown, so I used that time to create King 21 so I can help inspire and motivate people going through those tough times. So I attend events such as basketball, and soccer so I can do social media interviews with kids, adults, and celebrities. So my goal for King 21 is to create my own social sporting complex for all different types of athletes and performers, such as singers, dancers, musicians, and DJs. By giving back to the community, by providing a better and safer place for people to still chase their dreams. But also, maybe I can own my own food truck so I can deliver that food and feed it to the less fortunate. So guys, thank you for all the support they've done for me and the King 21 journey. I really appreciate it. I'm truly thankful and blessed, and I hope we continue to grow as one, and I hope that I can keep on inspiring you. So thank you, and remember, check out our website www.king21.com.au. Remember, hustle in silence, real success.
That was a video by a kid who I think is gonna shock the world. That Isaiah kid, you know, I think it's amazing to see a kid at such a young age really want to change the world, really want to make a difference, you know, and believe it and have faith in something that's bigger than him, something that's not just about him. You know, I wear this shirt. Hold on, let me take this off, man. Let me get this off. You know, I wear this shirt wherever I go to anything because this is brand. You know, this is what Isaiah stands for. And, you know, for me, that's all it is. Believing in yourself, knowing you're destined for greatness. And that's the next topic for this question that I'm going to throw to you guys. That faith and that belief that this is going to work out, where does it come from? Oh. Damn, that's
Like, where does it come from? Okay, Kev, you look like you have something to say.
I mean, I think it just comes from, it's like we were talking about before, like the people you have around you, right?
Yeah.
For me personally, I can just say that why I did what I did during lockdown, I think I was going through a really rough time, like during that COVID time. I had a lot of stuff going on at the time, and I just kept trying to enjoy it, enjoy the process of it, not so much like, oh, you know, I gotta get here, I gotta get here, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I think having the friends and family that I got around me, well, I should just say family, family I have around me for one, enjoying what I do, like not so much the end goal, but the process of it.
Yeah.
And I personally never really had a thought where I was like, oh, like I got to get there, but I'd always try to tell myself, like, why do you do what you do? And most importantly, do I enjoy what I do? And the answer to both of that is yes. So I'm like, oh, just keep going. Just keep doing what you want to do.
See how far you can go.
Yeah.
Naturally.
I think that's where it comes from for me. You know what I mean? So
Where does it come from for you?
Oh, well, everything comes from. For me, it's more like, yeah, like you said, family.
Yeah.
Man, it's also like, just want to have a different life in the future. You know, I want to live an amazing life down the track. So I'm also doing it for, you know, obviously my future family.
Yeah.
And,
That's what's up.
you know, it's like I'm also looking towards down the end goal, but it's also like, man, yeah, I don't know. I'm not the best at talking, guys.
That's okay.
Hey, man.
For me, I think it just comes, I just always want to do something different from what everyone else is doing. So, like, I want to be the first one in my family to really make it big in the creative industry. So, I know I'm going to make it, manifesting, praying, but
We love that.
I know I'm going to, like, reach where I want to reach. And I just have to keep networking and,
No,
believing
just
in
enjoy the
myself.
process, like
Yeah.
what he said. You know, enjoy every second of it. Life
Yeah.
hits you, but
Life hits you.
hit that back.
Bang, right there, right hook. 1, 2, bow. You know, but I really think that when it comes to faith and belief, that I think a lot of people, and this is something that I've always noticed when I was younger, a lot of people get caught up in the destination. Even I do. I think it's as somebody who's always wanting to better themselves, to be the best version of themselves, you always overthink about the future. What if this doesn't happen? What if this doesn't happen? And to a degree, that's what makes you work so hard.
100%.
To a degree, that's what makes us post that content. Like I have to. This is good. This is work. This is workout. This is workout.
Yeah.
But you know, like even when we don't get to that destination, I think the most important thing is for you guys, for everybody, not you guys, even for myself, the biggest lesson that I've learned is to enjoy the present, enjoy the struggle.
I think just not even like second guessing yourself, because like what if you think that video that you were gonna post and you second guess it, like, oh, it might not be the one. What if that's the one that, you know,
Sends it
makes you who you are and
Yeah.
gets you where you want to be? So
It's
it's
literally that.
Yeah.
It's literally
it's like so random.
it happens.
and that's with anything in life too.
Yeah.
The flip of a switch, your life could just change.
Literally.
So I think, you know, for me, what gives me that faith and that belief is that I enjoy life. I get up day in and day out, and I'm not worried about the destination. I
Yeah.
try to better myself each day. Forget what happened on Monday. Forget what happened on Tuesday. Today is Wednesday.
Shout out to Tuesday.
Shout out to Tuesday. Yeah, all right, Tuesday. You know, yeah, just having that. Today's a new day. What can I do today that's gonna make me happy?
Yeah.
You know, whether that's working, whether that's training, whether that's playing video games, whether that's hanging out with my friends, my family. What can I do today that's gonna make this day happy? You know, because I think that's what it is. You know, when you look at the past year, you don't think to yourself, I think when you just get caught up with, I got to here, you really forget to think about, okay, I got to this point, but what did I do this year that made this year so fun and exciting? And that's a new way that even I'm trying to adopt this year, where I don't just look at where I am at the end of the year. I look at the memories that I've had. I look at the trips that I've gone on. I've looked at the connections, the bonds that I've made now. And ever since I've had that switch, you know, I started reaching out to people like Mark, to people like Kevin, people like Benice. And I would have never understood that we all think the same. I would have never had that mentality, that perception that, hey, these guys might be like me.
Yeah.
Up until I had that switch to make every day the best version, the best day as possible. So that's where the faith and belief comes.
And in God, especially, man. Like,
Yeah.
for people who, like, it's all based on your religion, but also have a belief in someone, you know, higher, you know, because that gives you that comfort knowing that, you know, you're safe, you're protected from any negative energy that will come down.
Yeah.
Because, like, without God, a lot of us are not in positions where we are now. You know, you may think that you did this on your own, but you forget about that time you prayed for this thing, and obviously you did your work without it. But you also got to remember to always appreciate God and your family and everything around you. Always number one, because everything can be gone in a second. Always, you know, like, that's what drives me as well. I understand that, you know, I have God has my back always. My family has my back, and like you said, just enjoy life the best way we can. Like, who knows, you know, like, I can go far. I can become the biggest actor coming out of Australia, you know. Or I can just be a regular dude, but I know I did it. That's the whole thing. That's my mindset. Like, it's either it's gonna go super far, or at least at the end of the day, I did it, and I can always go tell my kids in the future, yeah, you know, I was an actor. Yeah, I was in that. Like, I'll be proud of myself. Everything I do is out of, like, you know, take pride in everything you do, and
And that's something that I've kind of realized as well from what you just said as well. You know, a lot of the times I've had people in my life tell me, "Hey, Marshall, you know, it's not all about basketball. Life's not about basketball. It's not just the
I
main
literally
thing.
have that as
You
well.
know, hey, it's not just modeling. Hey, it's not just TikTok. You know, it's not." And you know, I think my perception at the time, because I was so invested into basketball, was these guys are hating. They don't want to see me succeed. You know what they're talking about, man? Like, come on, bro. This is my life. You know, but I really feel like from their perspective, they're trying to show you there's more to life. There's more to it than what you're chasing and than what you're currently doing. That's one thing that I would tell younger self me. Hey, listen, I know you love basketball.
Just
you're
try it
dedicated.
all.
You're working hard.
do it
Keep
all.
that drive.
Yeah.
But don't let basketball be your identity.
Yeah.
You are more than that, a basketball player.
Yeah.
You know, and that's for anyone who's getting into any new industry or getting anything. Don't let your passion be your identity. It's okay to love it, but still know that when you leave that court, when you leave that gym, or listen, in regards to basketball, when you leave that court, you leave that gym, you're Marshall.
Yeah.
You live that stage, you leave that show, you're Mark.
Yeah, just regular
You
David.
leave that runway, you leave that photo show, you're Benice. You live that rock star life, that TikTok watch.
Yeah, like,
You're Kevin. You know what I mean? And it's okay to be you.
yeah.
that's something that, you know, I've sacrificed and then I've lost a lot of good memories. You know, I stopped myself from in getting into relationships because I saw them as distractions, and I regret that so much. So much, man. Because I've always been like, I have to for basketball. But in reality, you know, basketball's only a thing. You know, like live
But maybe
your
at
life.
the time you did feel that way, so it's
Yeah.
like you can't
You can't change
be
it.
hard on yourself.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
But that's something that I would always tell people. Yes, you love it. Yeah, that's your drive. Yeah, that's what's gonna hopefully pay the bills one day. But don't let that be your identity.
Yeah.
Take the time to find yourself.
Yeah.
Take the time to go on those holidays.
And you're still young, bro. We're still young.
Yeah.
Enjoy our freaking life, bro. Like,
Yeah.
shit happens. End of the day,
Yeah.
whatever you do, whatever you try, but always have like that. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna try again. Or I'm gonna get up and
Yeah.
take something else. You know, life is there's two pathways. You know, either you hit. Let's say you hit a wall.
Yeah.
Either you can just stop right there, or you can just go on the right hand side and just like keep going, keep going. Obviously, you're gonna hit another crossroad. Are you gonna continue going, or are you gonna stop and just forever just stop right there? You know, life is a huge game. And I have one of my friends. He told me it's a good analogy of opportunities. It's like you're in a cornfield. You know, it's a high cornfield. This guy has a bar of gold. He just chucks it in the cornfield, and then some people just run in there, go try to find it. Some people just stand outside the cornfield, look around, you know, try to find it. Which person are you? Are you gonna just stand on the side, just pacing back and forth, thinking that you can just see it from there, or you're just gonna run through there, just it happens like
Yeah.
God damn, that's tough.
yeah.
That is a good analogy.
You gotta have that kind of mindset with anything that's given to you. You know, it's like also something gets thrown in the sea, it's like another opportunity. Analogy is like, say a bag, briefcase of money.
Yeah.
You're standing by, see someone throws it there. Are you gonna jump in there, or are you gonna let it sink? So there's just opportunity. Opportunity can always come like that. Can you see it? Are you able to attain it, or are you gonna just let it slip away? 'Cause if you let it slip away, man, it will bring you down. But sometimes, like you said, some missed opportunities could also be a blessing in another way.
Yeah.
Also, gotta have that mindset as well.
Yeah.
You know that one thing
Everything
is not
happens for a reason.
exactly.
Yeah.
If you don't take action, then that's your own fault in a way.
Yeah.
That's life, my niggas.
I agree with that. I'm with that.
Yeah.
I hope she can hear me. 'Cause I feel like I mumble too much when I talk. So
No, you can.
Well, she hasn't said anything, so probably she needs.
hey, thank you.
There we go.
We good.
That must be so crazy though. They can't even hear her
I
on
know.
the thing. All they sing is this. Yep. Okay. We're good. Yeah. Anyone got anything to add on that topic?
Just wait on it.
That's about it for faith and belief. Yeah.
Damn, Kev.
But no, I feel like you guys have covered everything that I would have felt myself or thought of myself. You know what I mean? And like that's all fantastic points. You know what I mean? Like all different sort of things that drive you for what you do. So it was good to just like listen to that again as well. You know what I mean?
So what's everyone's plan moving forward? Like, you know, from today onwards, with your passion right now. What's the next step you guys got planned coming up?
I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't know.
It's whatever comes.
Whatever comes, yeah.
And I think that's the if you don't get your, I think that's the best way to live your life.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you know you're gonna make an income from something, as long as you know you're gonna train and give it your best when the opportunity comes, I think the unknown is the best part of life.
Yeah.
I think I was making the issue of it this year when I was trying to plan everything in my day, make sure I'm doing something. I think having those days where you have one or two tasks are the best days because then you get to be by yourself.
Yeah.
Think, brainstorm. What opportunities are coming my way? Check your emails.
Yeah.
Hey, actually, I have a job opportunity here. Let me go to that job opportunity.
Yeah.
But if you just constantly
Try to pack in your day with
in your
stuff.
day, not giving yourself that chance to really see your opportunities, see what's there right in front of you, you can miss it. You know, if I'm a great analogy is for people who play basketball. I think you understand. And I do it all the time too. If you're just constantly, you may not realize that, bro. There's an open pass there.
Right there.
There's
Yeah.
an open
Good
guy
drive.
there. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's better to just
Calm down.
Oh,
Yeah.
sometimes simple is better.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes having that freedom, that space in your day to not know what's next is the better route. Because then if you don't know what's next, you're able to react.
Yeah. And also like plan your days, or like not really plan it, but like in a way, if it's aligning with your goals, have something throughout the week, at least one thing throughout the week that will push you to the next step. You know, like compound. You know, build yourself one slowly. Always have that one thing, because I feel like one thing we kind of learned over the last few years, I noticed on social media, is that hustle thing. Like I like these hustle videos, you know, the mindset videos.
Yeah.
But that kind of also sold us a lie, telling us, oh, you gotta be busy. You know, you sleeping in, you're a bum.
Yeah.
You know them kind of videos. You're not up at 5 a.m. You're a freaking bum.
Yeah.
You know.
I ain't gonna lie.
That guy don't understand. I have 24 hours in a day. Yeah. Or whatever. I have 2 weeks in 24 hours. Yeah, 2 weeks in one day. Yeah. I don't know what the hell it meant. But like he's selling people. Now you feel like you're behind.
Now you're like, I'm lazy, bro.
Yeah, you make you feel like you're lazy.
I got up at 8 a.m. today, man. I thought that was an achievement in itself.
Start making you feel like a bum. You get up at 10 a.m. Now you're like, oh my God, I'm a bum.
Yeah.
Bro, enjoy your damn life, man. God damn it. Frick.
He said, you gotta be up at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Come on, man. The sun even up yet, bro. It's freezing, bro.
I get up at 4. I go for runs. And I read a book while I'm running. It's all this extra stuff, man. Just don't overkill your day. Don't overdrive your mind, you know? Yeah. People gotta enjoy it.
God killed me.
I hate them videos.
I got 6 hours in the day. I got 6 hours, then I'm the next day. I said, God.
I said, how?
It's not.
If he replies to this, that'll be funny. That'll be funny. I'll be like, listen.
I'm watching out for you. You try to.
I actually forgot the topic on that one.
We're talking about fate.
Oh, faith?
Yeah.
Fate or faith. One or the other. One of the F's. Faith and belief.
Yeah.
All right, commercial break. Gotta pay the bills.
Hey guys, my name is Coach Russ from Who's Sports Performance. I'm the strength and conditioning coach here at our Rudy Hill location. As a strength and conditioning coach, our goal is to help develop the level of basketball talent here in Western Sydney. Whether it be jumping higher, running faster, or even mitigating chance of injury, the whole purpose of S&C's coach is to help develop the athletic qualities in the gym so that you can move better on the court. So if you're keen to move better on the court, come see us, let's get to work.
Thank you from our sponsor, Who's Sport Performance, really showing us the importance of health. You know, if you are really into playing basketball and you are trying to push yourself to that next level, you can have your phone there, ain't nobody cares. I got my iPhone X right here, bro. Broke ass phone.
No.
But you gotta go after it, but you can't do it by yourself. You need that support network. And for me, Hoops About Performance, they constantly help me achieve my fitness and strength goals. And I think that should be our next topic, health. Like how important is your health? Not even body-wise, physical, mental, emotional. How does that affect you guys
health
in the creative industry? Throw that to Mark, because Mark.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to run away with this one.
I know, man. Like you said, physical health is very important. We all know that. You know, just don't want to throw your body away. But mental health is an important thing, because like how we all feel whenever you try something new, you feel like an imposter. Imposter syndrome is a thing.
So what is that? I've actually never heard of imposter syndrome.
You never heard of that?
I've never heard
It's
of
when you're in places where you feel like you don't belong.
Yeah.
It's like you're just doing a whole podcast now, and people are giving you the props for it. Like, hey man, I see you doing your thing, and then you feel like that ain't me. Yeah. Nah, it feels tense. Like the first time you probably did a runway, and people start coming out to you. Like, oh my god, you feel like, am I yeah, that kind of stuff. Like obviously that for a lot of people that brings them down. It could make you or break you as well, you know. But always like people, we gotta like the mental health aspect of things. It's important because we spend a lot of our times in our mind, you know, goals in our thoughts, and our thoughts gotta be yours. You know, I don't sound cliche, but they have to be positive.
Yeah.
You know, life throws things at you, but you know, we always gotta try to look at the bright side of things. You know, I've just recently I've started what do you call it? Like for me, it's personally through like prayer and all this stuff, it's kind of helped me. You know, it helps have a clear mind. Like when I said earlier about having the safety net of God protecting you, that's important. Also, like I was saying, life happens, but don't let that pull you back. Yeah. Just enjoy it. Man, I'll keep repeating myself, but mental health is important. Physical health is also important, obviously, and you don't have that strong mentality, it could break you down.
Literally.
Yeah.
I
But
think
you-
like for me, mental health is it's physical and mental is both
Yeah.
important, but I think mental health is just like 'cause a lot of people just take it for granted.
Yeah.
And I feel like mental health, like especially like in the creative industry, like it's very competitive. So you're always gonna like start comparing yourself to other people. Like, oh, why do they get to do that? Why am I not doing that? But I think it still comes back to like faith and prayer and all that. Like, you know, everyone has their own destiny. So like you'll get to where you are. So I think you just have to believe in yourself. Just take breaks actually. Like you don't have to always keep busy like 24/7. Like, oh, I have to do this and I have to do that. So yeah.
Yeah, take breaks. It's
Yeah.
important to take breaks. You don't.
Like it's sometimes just better to do nothing than do something that not
fill in
really
the day, yeah.
yeah. So I think
No, well, I think with the mental health stuff and the physical health stuff, of course, like, I guess I would say there's similar things to you guys are saying right now. I don't know if I'm sure you guys have all experienced this, but that's, with fashion and comedy and basketball and all the things you do, like you guys might burn out just from that alone.
Yeah.
It's not so much like, of course, other factors in your life like are important and stuff. Like, of course, it plays a part in it. But just talking specifically from like what you guys do alone, of course, comparing yourself to other people, wanting to find the next thing, trying to, the competitive side of basketball. Us playing basketball, you know how that is, and I don't know, like, I guess you guys might burn out quite a fair bit. And I've always thought, like, I've burned out plenty of times. And I just thought, you know what? I'm not going to make nothing for a week. I'm not going to think about it for a week. I'm going to just forget all that stuff for maybe a week or something like that. And maybe come back to it when I feel right to do that.
Yeah.
And I think that's helped out for the most part. But,
Yeah.
I don't know if I could keep doing that non-stop. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, like I was saying about how social media is telling us always hustle, hustle, hustle. That burns you
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then people forget about this is important. Just gotta stay fit.
true.
yeah.
Yeah. But you, Marsh?
I think when it comes to the health itself, Kevin made a great point, and I agree with him that in the basketball community, it's very easy for you to burn out. I can say for myself too, like Kevin's he's in a better position than me. He's NBA 1. I'm still not playing anywhere right now. Oh wait, clap it up for Kevin, NBA 1. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up before we do that. Clap it up, Stu.
Still,
Stu did it,
bro.
Stu did
What do
it,
you
Stu
mean
did
by
it. That's more than most people, and I feel like that's one thing, as Kevin just did there, like where you can't clap yourself on the back. That is something a lot of hoopers do these days. That's bad, and that leads to more burnouts. They don't really sit back and be like, I did that. They're always on to the next bit. One of my closest friends, Andre Valerio, shout out to him. That's the only person I shout out because this is actually what he told me, word for word. He said, how do you not expect yourself to burn out if every time you accomplish something, you don't take a second and say, wow, I did that.
Yeah.
Your brain's constantly on, I'm going to the next thing. I'm going to the next thing. I'm going to the next thing. Hoopers do that a lot. And I can probably make other links and then you guys can look at yourself where say something as one game you score 2 points, next game you score 15 points. Hoopers, instead of being like, wow, that's an achievement. I really went from 2 to 15. They think to themselves like, I should have been doing that from the start.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man, I'm better than that. Never taking that time to be like, 2 to 15, bro, that's a big gap. Like, I did that. Like, I put the work in, and I believed in myself. In this game, I was able to do that. I was able to be a factor. And that's something that I constantly was going through where I would focus in too much on the negative side and never the positive that I was bringing. And that led to me burning out. And it led to me having a mental breakdown and led to me having an emotional and health breakdown. You need to sit whenever, and this is something that I'm telling everybody to do now, whenever you do something in life, no matter how trivial it is, say you do something at work, you get the job done, take the second and be like, I did that. My boss gave me a task, I got that done. Don't just jump right to the next task. I feel like that's what makes
wins are important, bro.
Yeah, you gotta count up those little wins. Because that's what I honestly feel like will make the week a big win. Yeah. But if you're just brushing up past the little wins and then you're just focusing on the big losses and the little losses, every week is gonna feel like a loss. You're gonna lead to that burnout, that breakdown happening eventually. So for me, mental health, physical health, I've always been in good physical health, and but it's been my mind that's made me feel like I'm not where I need to be. It's the mind is it's a powerful thing. And I really urge people to get a mental check-in with themselves where they're sitting down and they're letting themselves think and they're feeling their body meditate.
Yeah, let your mind run crazy for a bit.
It's crazy. It's cliche. In society sometimes portrays that as something old people do. Fuck what society thinks. Something as simple as breathing and just letting your mind wander can show you how your mental stage is. If your brain is constantly saying, we gotta go, that's not healthy. You want your brain to say, we gotta do this. Yeah, we gotta do this at that rate. Because that's a rate that you can live your life at. Slow and steady to the next stage, Not too frantic. And that's what led to me having that burnout. That frantic mindset, I have to do this, I'm behind. You're never behind. Everyone's journey is different. Don't try to compare your journey to... I don't compare my social media journey to Kevin's. Nor do I compare my basketball career to him. I look at him and I say, he's doing this. I respect what he's doing.
Exactly.
Now I have to hold myself to the same accountability and I have to be doing what he's doing. If he's posting 3 times a day and I have to get to that level, I now know, hey, 3 times a day.
Yeah.
If Benice is going on 2 runway shows per month, now I'm like, hey, I got to step it up. What do I have to do to get on the runways if I wanted to go down that avenue? Yeah. If Mark's doing 3 stand-up shows per month, by golly me, I got to do 3.
Exactly.
I got to do
that
3.
Kind of stuff, man.
Don't look at your rivals and feel that insecurity.
Yeah.
Look at them and be like, I got to match them.
Yeah.
Because they're doing what I want to do. I got to match their work ethic.
Yeah. Work ethic is important, man.
I just want to add something on that. Like, I don't know if you guys, of course, being in this industry, I'm sure you've noticed people that, like you said, which is a great point in terms of like just seeing like, people, like what they're doing and wanting to, match that, do that for you. I've noticed some people, and it comes down to, I don't know if it's fake or if it's something like that, where certain like people in that industry would look at that and say, oh, why are you doing that? Or why have you got that? Why are you trying to do that in the industry itself? I don't know if it's like you said, an ego thing or an insecurity thing from certain people, but like, I think that's a good mindset to have for anyone that wants to get into this industry, like to not look at people and like be envious, so to speak.
Yeah.
Just try to, obviously like work hard. I don't want to use the term hustle, but like work hard at what you do and enjoy what you do, and then see the people, what they're doing, and just try and do the same thing for yourself.
Yeah, 100%.
I just wanted to put that out there for anyone who wanted to get into that industry. That's an important mindset to have.
But that's also for anything in this world as well. Like, kind of just, gotta then look at the next person and just compete with them.
Yeah.
Gotta always look like, just be like, okay, if they're there
Just
and
get
that's where I want to be,
inspiration.
be inspired by them,
Like,
work with them.
Yeah. Not fight with them.
Yeah, everything's not a competition as well, bro. Nothing is really that deep.
Yeah.
Because
I think that's the issue, and I'll be one to admit it. For so long, I used to live my life like I'm competing with this guy. I'm better than this guy. I'm better than this guy. Like I'm working
And they don't even know you're competing with them. It's like
some people,
it's just like
enjoying themselves.
doing me, bro. And I think that's the thing that I've made the change where, on the court, I might be competing with them. I might be going at them.
Yeah.
When we leave the court, I don't have any hatred towards anyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
To be honest, I live my life now. There is not a single person that I hate in this world. I don't think
Well, nigga, hate is a strong word.
you know what I mean?
I don't think no one can really hate anyone.
That word gets thrown around like it's nothing these days.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate my boss. Oh, I hate my
job,
chef.
yeah.
I hate my barista. He overcooked my cappuccino.
Fucking-
I'm like, bro, just relax. It's a coffee, man. Go to 7-Eleven. Like, chill out.
He
Like,
said overcooked the cappuccino. I think no one put on to that. I'm like, wait, what?
I didn't know. It's well done. I don't know what you call it, bro. I wanted a medium rare.
I know what you're trying to say. Every time I just think plug it until you
Like, hold on.
We gotta rewind that. But to that degree, like don't get caught up and just and then find trivial things to hate. That's just a waste of your energy. Yeah, and then I've done a lot of things based off emotions. You know, like I just say stuff. You know, I talk too much. You know, so it's easy for me to say stuff, but when that moment passes, I'm always one to admit I was in the wrong.
Yep.
And that's how you grow as a person.
Be aware of yourself.
When you can be aware and when you can admit stuff, that's where that growth really happens.
It's uncomfortable sometimes.
Oh, hella.
You know, when you start noticing your bad side of things.
Yeah.
It feels awkward.
Like, who is that guy, bro?
Yeah, bro. Like, God damn. Yeah. Any more sponsors? Or we're gonna keep talking.
Oh, we got last one is you and your landscaping. So let's talk about your landscaping business.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I have my own landscaping business. More landscape construction. I'm not the best at promoting stuff all myself, but yeah, more landscape construction. It's a landscaping construction company. Also, I do like little handyman stuff for the community. You know, especially shout out to my community, everyone who really like supported me when I first started this business. You know, people I started off cutting grass and doing landscaping for people. It's literally the people from the neighborhood, my family. They're like, hey, can you do this for this person and all that. Yeah, I love the. How can I explain? Where do I start from actually? Where do I start from?
I think for you, from what you told me, and it's hard to be like I'm telling you, like up to you're put on the spot like this. We didn't plan any of this, by the way. Don't think that we had a script. We don't do scripts over here. We kind of just go with the flow and make it up on the spot. But I think for you, I think the best thing to do if you're talking about your thing is your journey. How did it all start?
Oh, okay.
For me, that's what got my attention when you explained to me that this is how the business started.
Oh yeah. Let's go down memory lane. 2020, COVID happened. Bloop, 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 bloop. March 2020.
Blur effect.
All this COVID stuff happened. The whole world is panicking. Dun, dun, dun. People losing jobs.
I'm broke. I'm broke.
I remember that day I got fired from my job. Always been in construction. Actually, my whole life's construction. There's something about it I love. Yeah, I was shoveling, and then it's like 2:30. Mate comes in. We don't need you anymore. We don't know where this virus is going. I said, cool. So I was sitting down at home. I was chilling in the garage with my homeboys, and then I've always had this thing. I've always wanted to, I don't know, something. I just want to work for myself, and yeah, let me just start a business. And me and my boys, we started it off together, and then we were just in the garage. I had my Holden Astra. I had like $20 in my pocket, and then I'm like, I went on Airtasker. I don't know if you guys know what Airtasker is. It's just a thing where, yeah.
Not a clue, bro.
I'm not giving a promotion, but yeah, I went on these apps where they give you leads, generate leads, and people are saying, hey, I need this, that, and done in my backyard. So I got my little car. I'm like, I need a wheelbarrow. I was driving past a construction site. I stole it. Okay, it was a pretty rundown wheelbarrow. I said, hey, man, I need a wheelbarrow. God forgive me for what I'm about to do. I did put it there, and then I went to the house. I like, I can do it. They're like, oh yeah. They had the price already. There was $800. And that's the first lesson of business. You never just take the first offer, or like whenever you're providing service, you don't let the client give you their price. I'm the one that had to do it. But anyways, I was just desperate for it. Not desperate, but like I need to make a name for myself. I want to learn this stuff. I remember she wanted me to put some paving down. So I put on my phone. I just was on YouTube, and I was learning how to lay pavers.
Yeah.
And then I just did that, and I made no money from that project. But then I felt good. I'm like, okay, I can do it. So I kept putting myself out there more and more, kept promoting my page, cutting grass. And then obviously one thing to another, I subcontracted under a big company. And it was amazing. You know, we had consistent work. I've always wanted to I wanted to work, consistent work. Work came, you know, I had people, a team of 10 guys. It was big. We were generating like heaps of money. Obviously, I'm also learning how to do business. I'm like, okay, cool. There's this thing called tax. I said, what the hell is tax? Every quarter, and then that slowly started to build up, and obviously the business failed like 8-10 months, a year into it, and then you know, the guys I started with, and then I didn't want that to just be the end of it. I'm like, nah, I actually liked it. I actually like working for myself, so I ended up restarting again for Mo Landscape, And this one went skyrocketed because now I came from like with anything you do, like when you stop what you're doing, like with business, I'm starting not from scratch now. I'm starting from experience. I already know where I messed up in. I'm gonna come in with new challenges, obviously. So this started off now. This is going 10 times better now because I have more experience, I know how to quote myself. I know how to. My skills are better now. You know, I remember in between I studied landscaping, just to know what to do things. I never graduated, and then did that, and then the business grew, and then I realized, hold on, I can do more things within it. So I started doing like small renovations for people, and all this stuff is just all like it's a gift from God where I know how to do things with my hands, and then pause, man, come on. I was going so.
Come on, Kevin. I know you saw that. That was crazy. I know you saw that. That was crazy. Oh my God! How we catch him 4K like that?
Oh my!
How we get him in 4K like that?
Major pause, bro.
God damn! But going on. Back to serious.
And then obviously the business grew, and my local community kept seeing what I'm doing. So a lot of my friends who built their own houses, they came up to me, and I did the landscape for them. And then now I'm just like, I'm blessed for that because now I have a lifelong skill I can always fall back to. I get a job, then I'll lose it. Cool. You know, I can always go back to my own business because it's always there. And then now it's just, man, I'm blessed. Shout out to Mo Landscape Construction.
Everything happens for a reason.
For a reason. So I built a skill that I know I can always go back to.
Yeah.
So in this life, anything happens, I'm like, I'm good, man. Yeah, I don't want to say that line again.
It's fine. I think for me, when I first heard that story, the biggest takeaway that I saw was it's all perspective.
Yeah.
You look at COVID, and you look at Kevin's story too. COVID was a really bad time for a lot of people.
The world, man.
The world, not just anyone, the world. We were going through a dark time, a scary time. But two different individuals who didn't even really know each other up until this podcast, both saw a positive side. They saw the same thing that we were going through. They saw a different way to spin it. Right. He went on TikTok. You created your own business. And I think it speaks volumes that in life, it's all about perspective. It's how you see the world. It's how you see the situation you're in. One person can say, oh, man, I'm in a horrible situation. Fuck it. Like, what am I going to do next? Quit? But you got to have that drive to say, how can I make this a better situation? I always say, it's not what you do in that moment. It's your actions next. Easy for him to be like, hey, I'm shit. I don't got a job. Let me call up something like, let me get some money for free. Let me chill on the sideline. Shit, I did. But like, it takes a real person who wants to chase their goals and be like, I'm gonna make my own business. Yeah, man. I'm gonna do the hard work. I have to survive. I have to do this by myself. It takes a real person to then sit down there and be like, hey, I'm in a dark spot right now. You know, how am I gonna do this? Well, let me make the world laugh. Let me take my mind off of it. And I feel like when you're in those moments, which are really your darkest moments, where nothing's going your way, if you can see the bright light, you gotta go for that shit. These two did. I'm telling you, you can see for yourself, these guys are the most happiest they've been. Bernice probably has, as well. I have. Sure.
Jenny, come on.
COVID, I was just chilling. I had it was like the opposite.
I thought we had all four. I thought we had connect
four.
It was
like the opposite. I was just like, oh my God, I can't do this anymore. Yeah. I wish I was like,
Oh, don't wish to be in a dark spot. You're doing.
Like.
Come on now, you don't want to go there. You don't want to go there. Enjoy the bright side. Come on now. But everyone's journey is different. And that's something that. I think we can leave this podcast installing on everybody. Your journey is not going to be the same as mine. Your journey is not going to be the same as Mark's. Your journey is not going to be the same as Kevin's. Your journey is not going to be the same as Bernice. But as long as you're doing what you love, as long as it's in that environment that you're chasing what you want in life, you're going to be happy every single day. This is my first coffee. I don't drink coffee anymore. I used to be like a coffee addict. I used to have like 3 coffees a day.
Jeez.
A day.
Jeez.
Yeah, no, I was going through it. Now I have coffee once a week because I enjoy the taste of coffee. Pause. Thank you.
I got him back.
I got him. I was waiting. Wrap it up. It's like, wrap it up. But it's always perspective, and that's me counting the small wins. Me now going from a person who used to have 2 cups, 3 cups of coffee to only having 1 cup a week or 2 cups a week now just shows that I'm doing what I love, and I don't need fake energy. I don't need caffeine to get me through my day because I can get myself through my day because I enjoy the day.
Yeah.
And I think that's how we really wrap up the podcast.
Any words to say to
Anyone got?
wrap up? So who's gonna wrap up here?
We all gonna wrap up. It don't matter.
Just,
Who Power Rangers on 4?
1, 2, 3.
Power Rangers. On a serious note, though, we'll go around the table and everybody will just finish up. We'll start off with Mark.
Oh man, appreciate you for reaching out. It's crazy, like we haven't seen each other since we were kids.
Oh man, we didn't even discuss that. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I went to the
those who are
same
watching-
high school as Mark.
Yeah, man, we went to the same school back in Sydney. He was a little guy. He's still little, but it's like he was a little guy.
I'm above average height.
Now you are. And then he was just an energetic guy. And then I moved to Melbourne, lost contact.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, I'm coming here for my movie premiere, Streets of Color, actually. It's out on June 26th, which is on a Monday. We don't know when this is going to drop, but it'll probably pass by then. And
But you can still watch it, though.
you can still watch it. The premiere is actually on Monday, but it's going to come out in theaters hopefully soon. For Melbourne, the dates are going to come out soon to do another premiere. Yeah, I'll watch out for that. But again, like I was saying, it's a pleasure meeting you, meeting you in the flesh. It's Kev.
It's really Kev.
Nah, but like it was great talking with you guys. You guys are like some beautiful, kind-hearted people. I love you guys. Pass it on.
Yeah, thank you for meeting all of you. Thank you, Marshall, for having me on here as well.
Oh, don't say my name like that. Stop.
But it was nice meeting you all, like-minded people as well.
Yeah, man.
And well, of course, I just want to add on to that, of course, meeting you guys in the flesh and talking to you guys and listening to you guys' story and your perspective and your mind and how your mind works and stuff. I just want to thank you all for letting me be a part of that. Let me take some things on board, and I want to thank you, Marsha, for having me on the podcast as well. It was first
Great
I guess
experience.
it was a good experience,
Hey,
especially I've been on a few podcasts, but it might be the first time I've really spoke about things that were real. Things that we go through in terms of like the creative industry, or just life stuff in general. I think so. Thank you for allowing that for all of us, and thank
Giving
you
us
guys.
that space, man. And shout out to Tuesday for the Space and
Yeah,
Project
Yeah,
27.
shout out to Tuesday.
7 project. Oh, 27
Project.
project.
Round of applause. Great facility. Great facility.
I love the
Great
studio.
crew. I've made you feel like home, but a big shout out to everybody who came down here. There were other people who were gonna come. They'll be on future episodes, but I envisioned the industry to be a podcast that's gonna be coming once a month. That's targeted towards helping people chase their dreams.
Could turn to once a week.
Could turn into once a week.
Yeah.
You never know. That's the thing about life. You never know. But it's in my eyes and my heart, it's something that I want to give back to the youth. As somebody who works at a PCYC, who works with the youth, I see the effect words have on people who are going through hard times. So for me, the industry is something that's going to be designed for anyone who's chasing something. This first episode, the creative industry, I think the next one is going to be targeted towards a small business. My goal, my end goal with the industry is to cover as many industries as I can. So whatever industry you're in, you have that you can watch the episode and be like, I'm going through the same thing. I'm going after the same goal. If this person's doing it and they're going through the same trials and tribulations, I can do it too. And for me, that's what also keeps me going. The fact that I know there are people like Kevin, Benice, Mark doing the exact same thing, the exact same field, who are at the start and they're pushing for it. And that's the funniest thing about life. You look at me, I'm starting off, I've only got 600 followers, but I'm still hungry to get more. Kevin, he's got a ton more than me, but he's still hungry to get more. Mark, he's got way more, but he's still wanting to get more. Denise, she just went to a Vogue runway. She still wants more. And that's the thing. You can't get content. You got to always push for more. But you have to enjoy the journey. And then that's what I want this podcast to be, to tell people that you can get whatever you want. Enjoy the journey. Still want more in life. But don't forget who you are. I think the only way to wrap this up is for everybody to real quick drop in all your accounts where they can follow you and see your content, because I know I'm going to be following everything here. The viewers want to probably see it as well. So we'll go with Kev.
So it's pretty simple. Just Kev Pong across all platforms, which is TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch. I'm trying to start that up a little bit.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, trying to. Yeah, no, I'm trying to, but it's just still Kev Pong, KVPON. That's just what it is, you know?
Mine is Bernice Lena for Instagram and Bernice with a double C for TikTok.
I'm Mark Mo on Instagram, MARKMUO. On TikTok is Mark Muo. So it's like, I forgot. I actually forgot what was my TikTok, but I think it's just Mu. So MUUOOO, one or the other. But it'll be down there, I hope.
My name's Marshall Zavidzo. You go ahead, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Same thing. Just type that name in and that name stands out. Don't worry about that. I am going to be doing a Twitch and streaming. I'm horrible at video games, but hey, man, I enjoyed playing them. So I'm going to show you guys you can have fun but still be bad. On the next episode of The Industry, we're going to be having small businesses come in, and we're going to be letting you guys know what it takes to run your own business. Hopefully, if Mark's around, we might be able to get him to come on that episode too. He said, yeah, I'll be there. You know what I mean? But we're going to run up small businesses. A big shout out to Ash. He's my boy at Rose Meadow S Espresso. He's running his own company. He's going through right now. For anyone who is running a business or anyone who's into that small business world, they're going through a tough time themselves. So if you can go, go to food, go buy some food, go have some dinner at a restaurant, help out the small businesses. Don't just always go to the big franchise, big restaurants. Small businesses need help too, and that's what the episode next.
And shout out to all the ladies who are doing their own lashes, nails, and
yeah,
them small businesses out there, the local ones. Man,
those
shout out to all you guys. I respect the hustle. You work a normal job and you do lashes on the weekend. Or you make wigs for the other girls, and you're building a great, building a great community for all the sisters out there. Shout out to all the women out there. Shout out to all the brothers out there who are hustling, or doing their own thing. That's it, man. Shout out to everybody, man.
Yeah. You want to wrap up, Kevin? You want to say something?
We wrapped up like 4 times.
Yeah, nah, I mean, that's...
Keep wrapping up. Oh, that's why Tuesday was knocking on the door. You better wrap this up quick.
Wrap it up. I mean, thank you for listening. Once again, thank you for having us, of course. Thank you guys for your own perspective on things, and came for the next episode.
Denise?
Yeah, I don't know what else to say. But yeah, we'll see you on the next episode.
Pachow, I'm out! Wrap it